The sun had barely risen when Rasa sat before her loom, holding a handful of bright threads, saffron yellow, emerald green, and deep ruby red. She smiled softly. Only one country came to mind when colors felt this alive: India, a land that dances even when it stands still. She threaded the loom with care, remembering something her grandmother Dastur once told her. India and Iran share more than history. Even our words have cousins there. As she worked, Rasa whispered some Persian words that India had also kept close. Rang, color; dil, heart; panj, 5; dost, friend. Her kilim began with a central lotus, woven with soft pink wool. Lotus for India, but also lotus for the ancient Persian carpets that carried the symbol of life and purity. Then she added a ring of Paisley shapes, an Iranian bote, but also the shape Indians call mango motif, living in both cultures like a shared heartbeat. Rasa imagined India's bustling markets, where colors hang from every fabric shop. She imagined Iranian bazaars, where spices glow like powdered jewels. Different melodies, but the same rhythm of life. A small, dark cup of tea was placed silently beside her. Her grandmother, Dastur, sat down on a low cushion, taking a sip of the warm tea. "The rhythm of the shuttle sounds like a conversation, little weaver," she said, her voice warm like the steam rising from the cup. "Tell me, who are you talking to today?" Rasa pointed to the growing textile, her excitement clear. "To the poets, Dastur. The poetry of Hafez and the poems of Tagore, both singing of love and spirit. It feels like talking to a relative, far away, but still family." Rasa then wove a band of silver threads. "This is for the festivals of light," she explained, her voice dropping to a near whisper. Diwali in India, Yalda in Iran, both celebrating the triumph of hope over darkness. Both chasing away the shadows with a single, tiny flame. Rasa pictured the hospitality, the warmth of families that welcome strangers as friends, offering a sweet bite and a moment of rest. She used apricot and honey gold wool to weave the ancient pattern of a shared feast, with tiny bowls connected by swirling vines. Dastur leaned closer, tracing the hospitality pattern with a knowing finger. "That reminds me of the tiles," she murmured, "the ancient Persian blue domes and the colorful Indian havalis. Different lines, but the same love for beauty, for building something that lasts." With each pass of the shuttle, the parallels grew clearer. The love for spice, the comfort of rice, the shared way they tilt their heads when listening to a long story. Rasa wove the colors closer, blending the ruby red of a Persian pomegranate with the earthy red of Indian clay pottery. Rasa took a deep breath. She had reached the top edge of the design and tied the final knot. All the elements were there: the words, the poems, the lights, the kindness, the beauty. The entire piece felt like a single, long conversation carried on over centuries. By the time Rasa carefully cut the finished piece from the loom, her kilim looked like a sunrise made of wool. She touched the fabric gently, running her fingers over the knots and the woven pictures. "Maybe distance means nothing," she whispered to Dastur. "When cultures share colors, they share souls." Dastur nodded, folding the vibrant kilim. "They certainly do, little weaver, and you have woven their soul song for all to see."